They say time bends for those who truly labor. Here, it doesn't just bend, it's a soul. 130 years, 4 generations, 40,000 vanished competitors, all distilled into this moment. For me, it began here a decade ago, shaped by whispers, by hands, by a silence that spoke volumes. Today, thanks to best cigar prices, we don't just watch, we walk through the living pools of history itself. Hi everyone, this is Indiana Ortez, BCP Factory Ambassador, and today at JC Newman, Pensa in Nicaragua with Drew Newman, Eric Newman, and my dad, Omar Ortez, which is the General Manager at JC Newman Pensa. Drew, Don Eric, you have opened more than just doors today. You have opened a new chapter, a legacy. To be here as part of the Best Cigar Prices family, it's a privilege we don't take lightly.
Thank you for coming, Indiana. This is a pleasure. I'm here with my son, Drew. You're here with your dad, Omar. And if it wasn't for, you're the next generation. Us old guys like Omar and me, that makes it special. But passing out to father and daughter, father and son.
We're one big family, and it's a privilege to be here with our dads, learning how to make incredible cigars.
Yes, this is a path that we choose to walk.
Yes.
Drew, 4 generations, that's not just a title, it's a testament. You have not only carried the flame, you have shielded in courts, in the market, against a tide that swallowed 39,999 older. How does that feel? To stand here, 130 years on, the last of the original 40,000.
Thank you so much, Indiana. It's such a privilege to be able to be here with you in our beautiful JC Newman Pensa factory. My great-grandfather, my father's grandfather, founded our company in 1895, and 4 generations and 130 years later, we're proud to roll incredible cigars the same way that my great-grandfather did 130 years ago. Our goal as a family is to keep our tradition alive and roll amazing cigars for another 4 generations and 130 years later. And it's been a privilege to be able to do this and learn from your father and my father as we continue our family's tradition into the future.
From the red brick soul of a reloj in Tampa, a whisper of the smoke carried them across borders, generations. While empires crumble, while giants fade to dust, this family, they choose to bend, to break, to innovate, and then stubbornly to endure. And what has endured? Right here in Esteli, in this symphony of leaf and labor, 2 legends are born. Brick House, crowned by Cigar Aficionado, and Quorum, the Everyman Cigar, the best-selling handle bundle on the planet.
Well, my grandfather started in Cleveland in 1895, moved to Tampa in 1954. We wanted to get in the imported handmade cigar business. In 1986, we formed a partnership with the Arturo Fuente family in the Dominican Republic, but we wanted to do more. So we started making first Quorum in 2003 at another factory, which your father happened to run, very successful, and so much so that in 2011, we opened up JC Newman Pensa. My grandfather was born in the only brick house and little village in Hungary in 1875. One of his first brands was Brickhouse Honor, where he was born when he started making cigars in Cleveland in the late 1890s. The brand died out in the 1930s. We brought it back about 20 years ago. And where else would it make so much sense to make a cigar that would honor our family, honor our father, honor our grandfather, than Esteli, Nicaragua? We're so proud to be part of the Nicaraguan family. Did you know that there's more cigars made in this town of Esteli, Nicaragua? And I know you're going to other factories too. More cigars made in Esteli, Nicaragua than any other place on earth. And just been a privilege for us to be a part of it. Historically, after the Cuban embargo, when the cigar growers in Cuba went to other places that were similar to Cuba, first to Honduras, the Dominican Republic, and Nicaragua, where the soil was similar to Cuba, the climate was similar to Cuba, so the factories that grew up around where the tobacco was grown. And we feel that some of the best tobacco in the world is grown right here in Nicaragua. Your background, your father, your grandfather were tobacco growers. That was their business here. Then the factories opened up. So it should be a natural place. Esteli is not easy to get to. It's kind of amazing. There's over 50 cigar factories here. It's about the best tobacco in the world, we believe. And that's why I think that we and the other cigar manufacturers found where's the best tobacco grown, what you need for a great cigar. Esteli, Nicaragua. So here we are.
In among those hands, one has quietly guided every step of this factory journey. Omar Ortez, second generation of Nicaragua's oldest tobacco growing family. It's not just Pensa general manager, he's a pillar, a leader whose deep roots in this land on decades of hands-on experience shapes every cigar that leaves these walls. Legacy isn't always loud. Sometimes it's found in how the leader walks his factory, in how others follow, not out of fear, but out of trust. Papa, usted es la segunda generación de la familia productora de tabaco en Nicaragua más antigua y que todavía perdura en la industria. ¿Qué mensaje nos puede dar y cómo ha sido su evolución en la industria del tabaco?
Bueno, gracias a Dios que podemos mantenernos en este rubro. Las generaciones de mis padres nos hemos mantenido en ese afán de sostenernos con el tabaco desde el campo hasta llegar a producir puro. Estoy muy orgulloso de pertenecer a esta familia, de trabajar con los señores Newman, trabajar para Pensa, que es un legado de mi padre, habernos enseñado a cultivar tabaco, a procesar el tabaco, a querer y amar el tabaco. Un buen regalo que nos ha dado la vida y la oportunidad se nos han presentado para mantenernos en esta actividad nos llena de mucho orgullo.
¿Cuántos puros produce actualmente Pensa?
Entre 95.000 y 100.000 puros diarios.
¿Eso qué significa para la economía de Estelí y para la familia?
Bueno, nos da estabilidad económica a los que trabajamos aquí. Nos sentimos agradecidos de tener un trabajo estable. Es un aporte a la economía de Estelí, a la economía de Nicaragua. Nos llena tanto de orgullo que cuidamos mucho lo que hacemos. Cuidamos mucho los puros, cuidamos mucho la calidad para ir evolucionando hacia más, lograr mayores objetivos.
¿Qué hace a Quorum especial?
Primero, mantener una mezcla, la misma mezcla. No tenemos variantes, esa mezcla siempre se mantiene en proporciones y en origen del tabaco.
Entonces, a pesar de que Quorum es un short filler cigar, usted está hablando de que sí hay una mezcla específica.
Una mezcla especial.
Especial.
Porque usamos los mismos tabacos, el mismo origen del tabaco, para que Quorum se mantenga en el mercado con unas proporciones iguales en cada tamaño, en cada puro que nosotros hacemos. Cuidamos eso y eso es lo que hace de Quorum un gran puro.
Perfecto. So, talking about the brick house, it was crowned by Cigar aficionado.
Yes. We are so proud that Brick House has been named one of the top 25 cigars of the year by Cigar Aficionado year after year after year. We're very proud of that recognition for a couple reasons. One, we know Brick House is an outstanding cigar. We see it being made every day here, and it's an amazing cigar. But also, not only does recognition from Cigar Aficionado highlight what an amazing cigar Brick House it is, but also highlights the attention to detail and the quality and the consistency in the cigar year after year, decade after decade. It's very hard to maintain the consistency in a cigar over a long period of time. It's pretty easy to put out a limited edition cigar that you make once, it's really good, and that's it. The test of a true cigar maker and the skill of a cigar maker like your father and my father is being able to craft a cigar like Brick House that wins accolades by a Cigar Aficionado, by Cigar Journal, by Half Wheel, by so many other publications and reviewers year after year, decade after decade. That level of consistency and quality is just really unmatched, and it's a real testament to the effort and the love and the care and the passion that our fathers have invested in Brick House and in JC Newman Pensa.
Drew, my dad was talking about in this cigar that we are smoking right now, it has aged tobacco.
Yes.
It was your idea to age some tobacco, and now you have decided that it's the time to put the tobacco in this blend. So how do you feel and what you are expecting from this cigar?
Well, the cigars we're smoking today are not on the market. This is a future blend that we've been working on for a while. Our goal, our family, your father, my father, is to make better cigars each and every day. And by aging the leaves, which brings out their flavors, it enhances the taste, makes the tobacco in the cigars smoother, results in a better quality cigar. Each day, we keep working to make each cigar better, then we'll have an amazing product and a long future. My goal is to continue making better and better cigars. The cigars rolled today here at JC Newman Pensa and all throughout Nicaragua are better than they've ever been anywhere in the world. And so they're amazing cigars, and it's a privilege to be able to roll them with my father and your father here at JC Newman Pensa.
Most will hold your product. Few understand the war fought for its very existence. Drew, for many of us, the survival of this industry, our livelihood, our passion, rests squarely on the battles you have waged. You have stood in U.S. courts, not just for your name, but for thousands, makers, workers, enthusiasts. What does it mean personally to bear that wage? To be the sentinel of a legacy that extends far beyond your family tree?
Esteli, Nicaragua is one of the cigar capitals of the world. There are amazing cigars being rolled here at JC Newman Pensa and all throughout the country, and in the Dominican Republic and Honduras as well. But what separates our company from JC Newman from every other cigar company is that we are an American cigar company. My great-grandfather started rolling cigars and started our family business in 1895 in the United States. And 130 years later, we have the last cigar factory still operating in America. And as Americans, we feel that we have a responsibility to help the entire cigar industry by going to Washington, D.C., by sharing this amazing craft, the tradition, the culture, the heritage of premium cigar making with leaders in the government in Washington, D.C., and in states throughout the United States. And by doing that, by sharing our family story and the American cigar tradition, we can hopefully help the entire cigar industry and benefit cigar smokers all around the world.
And what in this relentless fight has been the most crushing challenge? The one that tested not just your resolve, but the very soul of the Newman family.
I think the hardest part about advocating on behalf of premium cigars is simply educating. Many people who don't smoke cigars don't understand how a beautiful handcrafted cigar like this one, that has tobaccos that are upwards of 10 years old, are different than a cigarette or a vape or some other product. And so by going to Washington, D.C., bringing our cigars from Nicaragua and from Tampa, Florida, we're able to educate lawmakers, policymakers, decision makers about this beautiful industry, about the tradition that's been passed down from father to son, father to daughter, and hopefully help us ensure that we can continue making cigars together for another 4 generations and another 130 years.
What is it about Pensa that makes it more than just a factory? What gives it that unmistakable JC Newman spirit? That essence that permeates every leaf, every hand, every breath here?
You are celebrating 130 years in the cigar industry, so that's not easy, and that's not easy to keep a family together and to keep a dream together. So what message would you like to share with all of us?
We've been very fortunate. 4 generations. There's a reason why family businesses don't go from one generation to the second generation. Our family, my brother and me, are extremely blessed that our children want to go into the business. But what makes our industry so special? It's family. Fathers and sons, fathers and daughters, grandsons and granddaughters, and that makes it special.
Some souls are woven into the walls. Omar Ortez does not just manage this factory. He has lived every leaf, every cycle. His story, like the tobacco he tends, is 100% Nicaraguan, and his present here in this collaboration between families is one more thread in this living legacy.
¿Qué le pudiese decir usted a las nuevas generaciones y a los nuevos fabricantes que están iniciando en este mundo y a todos los que nos ven en Best Cigar Prices?
Bueno, que han escogido un buen camino en integrarse a la industria para poder dar a conocer al mundo las propiedades y las riquezas que tienen nuestro suelo, nuestro ambiente para producir tabacos de primera calidad.
As we stand here a century and 3 decades later, I want to say thank you to everyone in the Best Cigar Prices community. You have not watched, you have walked the same path I did a decade ago. You have met the hands, the hearts, the minds that shape the past, the present, and future of the cigar industry. Drew, Donetti, what message, what final enduring truth will you share with all of us? Those who believe this isn't just a product but a legacy, a thread worth protecting for generations to come.
One message I would give to everyone out there as far as Best Cigar Prices are concerned, I went to my first Smoke-A-Nose a couple months ago, and it was really, really fun. If people aren't happy when they come in there, they have black smiles on their faces when they leave. What else can you do something that brings people together to enjoy life? We live in a pretty stressful world now, but to have an opportunity to chill out, whether it's in a cigar lounge or whether it's the Smoke-A-Nose at Best Cigar Prices, I wish we had more of that in this world.
We are in an industry of family businesses, families that grow tobacco, families that make cigars, and Best Cigar Prices is a key family in the industry as well. And so when you enjoy cigars from Best Cigar Prices, you're part of our big cigar family too. So we love coming to Esteli, love coming to Nicaragua, the culture, the food, the tradition, the cigars, all that is fantastic. But if you're a BCP cigar enthusiast and you want to learn how cigars are made, see tobacco, experience the cigar tradition, you can come here to JC Newman, Pensa, you can come here to Esteli, but you can also visit us in the cigar city of Tampa, Florida. In our historic El Reloj factory in Tampa, we have a cigar museum. We roll cigars every day. We teach cigar rolling classes, tobacco tasting classes, have events. We welcomed 20,000 visitors to our factory in Tampa last year. And so we invite all of BCP cigar enthusiasts to come visit us in Tampa as well and experience this wonderful cigar tradition. My great-grandfather, JC Newman, founded our company and passed the business down to my grandfather, Stanford. And Stanford passed the family business down to my father, Eric, and my uncle, Bobby, who are in the process of passing it down to my cousins and me. Your grandfather brewed tobacco decades ago, passed the business down to your father, and your father is now passing it down to you. We're an industry of families and family businesses. My uncle Bobby likes to say that all of us stand on the shoulders of giants. I'm lucky enough to stand on the shoulders of my father and my uncle, and you're lucky enough to stand on the shoulders of your father, Don Omar. And it's a privilege, I think, for both of us to be able to learn and experience the history and tradition and culture of cigars from our fathers and our ancestors. And it's a unique part of the cigar industry, and know that we look forward to passing it on to future generations as well.
JC Newman, 130 years, a symphony of tradition, a relentless pursuit of quality, and a unique, unyielding spirit of innovation. From the sun-baked soil of Tampa to the industrious heart of Esteli, from their family etched into the very fiber of ours, into best cigar prices, a piece of the legacy, a spark of the soul, find its way into your humidor.